What's up, Jeremy? Hope you're having a good day. I had one of those kindergarten molds and I've never used it. I didn't realize it was only a 2 grammer. It's a small one. I'm trying it out. What's up, James? I don't even remember where I got it. How's everybody doing today? Cleaning and smoking? Hell yeah. Hey, Brianna. Thanks for coming up the other night. Last night. My other phone came today, but I'm having problems getting it on. You gotta go to a place so both phones can be on Wi-Fi. And somehow her email and shit popped up on my new phone already. That was one of the reasons why I got a different phone. Timothy! Doing good. I'm not over on your Shauna's page like your cuddle buddy is. Who's my cuddle buddy? Cinnamon's right here. People can go where they want to go, Timothy. Who's my cuddle buddy, though? I'm trying this candy guard thing out. Well, that doesn't look like that worked very well. What, mommy? Who's my cuddle buddy today? Screw this. The thing's too small. Then I just fucked it up. I did a better job earlier when I did it wrong. Oh, Joey's over there. More power to him. It's kind of funny. Never mind. Zip it, lock it, throw away the key. That's some two-faced shit going on then. Anyways, they didn't work. I don't know how people can say one thing and then do something different. But whatever. Cheers. I go back to work Monday. Is he growing outside? Well, that's another situation that say one thing and then act different, Jeremy. But cheers, everybody. Probably quit growing after that one plant. I thought he had two of them going. I don't care. We smoking greenies. I'm about to do a dab. This weekend's a bad weekend, and I've already been feeling it for the last 2 days. We gonna get high. Great cream cake. Dabadoo. Oh, I closed it, damn it. Pretty much. It's like how you guys pitched in and bought him a tent, and then what? A couple days, weeks later, his birthday, and he's posting cash apps. That's beggy in my eyes. I've sent him so much shit. I don't know. I didn't send her a message saying I was going live. I haven't talked to her today. I should have went to McDonald's and got my other phone going. Says you got to be on the same Wi-Fi. Well, there's no Wi-Fi out here. Why do you gotta make everything so difficult? And I still want to know how the fuck her email popped up on my new phone. That's not linked in any way. The only way it's linked is name. I didn't keep the number. I got a new number. Everything. Different email. But her fucking email and shit popped up on there for the Gmail shit. Hey Kim, how are you and Jason? Oh yes, Brianna, he did. You know how many times I get that in my life? That's why I struggle and I claim I'm always just been a tool for people. Hell, even with Nikki, I feel like I was just a tool to raise her kids, and now they're finally old enough. She don't need somebody to babysit them, and I don't know how though. It's like I said, it's a different email, different. The only thing it's the same is my name. But her fucking email popped up on there today. That's when I had it said enough. I set the phone back down because I was at the house all day dealing with her. I'm supposed to go to work tomorrow on Saturday, but she says, nope, I gotta stay there and keep working on getting the shit out of the house. I'm like, for real? I can't come over Sunday? You're making me lose money because you want to be a bitch. It's only been 6 months. What the fuck's an extra day or even a week? I don't know, Brianna, but that turned me off today. That's pretty much when I called it quits. I was thinking about going to McDonald's to eat and using their Wi-Fi, but when that popped up, I set the phone down. That was one of the main reasons because I get all of her TikTok messages and everything, and I don't know how. I've never even gotten into her account. Someone said the only way that can happen is if I would have logged into her account, but I never have. Our phones have always been linked together, fucking for 15 years. We've always known what each other does. Why it's still doing it, I don't know. Assholes. About 5 bikes just went by. I need somebody to take my bike to the shop Wednesday because I gotta work. Somebody want to drop me off at work? Take the bike. Oh shit! I was supposed to get ink done too. I'm just gonna have to miss a day already. Wee! That last big box I sent him, that was probably a couple $100 worth of shit. Ugh. Especially with the lights. They had the lights in it too. He got the lights. Now y'all got me thinking. I went from one bad thinking attitude to another bad thinking attitude. Where is everybody? Hope you're all doing good. James, hope you're doing good. Brianna, Kim, Timothy, asshole. You guys want to see Oz's plant? I could, but where the bike's gotta go is like an hour the other direction. So I would have to leave like 3 hours early. I'm sure I could leave it sit outside. So we got into work. I'm gonna see. Ooh, excuse me. Maybe take if I can't take it up Tuesday night after work. But it still means I have to cancel my tattoo. But that can be done anytime. All right, Brianna. I was just trying to get them both done in one shot. I don't know. Talk to him Monday. Maybe Wednesday's a light day. I don't know. But I gotta get my bike to the shop. I'm gonna miss half the season before I know it. I don't know what she's saying, but she peed a lot. Huh? Who peed a lot? Are you still watching Shauna? He Shauna? He Shauna? Shauna he? Shauna? Shauna? He? He Shauna? Mm. Well, you kind of needed that information to go along with your first comment, since that first comment came out of nowhere. But damn, Timothy, if that's the case, I don't know if I'd be going down under. You might take a piss shower. I do know a girl. If she got too far, she would pee. Cheers. Na 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 na. Hey hey hey. Goodbye. I can't tag or send Alice a message so she could share us out. You know, Timothy, that's one thing I've never been with is a Chinese woman. I definitely always wanted to. But I've never been with a Chinese woman. I heard they're fun or they're really lame. Thank you, Jeremy. Appreciate it, brother. Has anybody talked to Mark lately? I don't remember the last time I charged this whacket. It made dust of this shit so I could do that Canagar. I mean, I sat on it longer than I normally would, but Timothy, when they're mad, when was the last time you understood a woman? He unfriended you a long time ago? All I got to say about that, never mind. You good. Anybody want to help me move some heavy shit tomorrow? I know there's at least two strong guys in here. Timothy, if you leave now, you might make it in time. Jeremy's only like 3 hours away, so. This bed is like 500 pounds. I know, that's why I said if you leave now, you might be here in the morning. We'll probably go for like 10. We're gonna make it too early. Just let her get home, get sleeping again, and then I come in and wake her all up. Kind of that. I had to put the bed on a flat dolly and push it from the trailer into the house, basically. Oh, we get you a bus. But that would definitely take a long time to walk. I might see you this time next week. Oh, this is someone supposed to come help me. He said he's got some work to do. So hopefully he'll have a couple people with him even. There's not a lot, it's just heavy. Or lots of glass. I'm taking my 80-inch TV though. I'm gonna set that right on the dresser in the garage. Could you, the smell for that walk? Well, you'd be walking, you probably, the quickest way would be the turnpike. So you wouldn't be able to walk very long. And all that's by the lake, so the mayflies are up towards Michigan, so you wouldn't have to worry about them right now. Yes, people, mayflies can get crazy. I came into like patches and you can't see on the bike along the river at night. It sucks. We definitely get the mayflies. Five beautiful people, what's up? I think Cinnamon was enjoying the AC today. She didn't hesitate to leave though. She never does. So she either really likes it or she really cares about me, one of the two. She wouldn't even leave my side in the house when I was packing shit up. You know, when you come across shit that you don't want to come across and brings back memories. Okay, Dad, I go with my ball. Let's go. No, she actually left her ball in the camper. She's just chilling like a villain. Her little bandana needs washed, though. Chilling like a villain. Oh, so at the doctor's today, I was informed that my sleeping pills are making my heart skip and hesitate. Awesome man-made drugs. And I have issues with sleeping, and these are about the only pills that I've found help. But I gotta quit taking them. Or do I? Boo! 5 people, what's up? Fish, orange, wide eyes. I do want a koi fish on my arm. Orange and black and white. I forget what it stands for. Did you know all the koi fish, their collars mean different things? They actually have a story behind them. I used to know what they all were, but I can't think of none of them right now. If you Google it, you'll find it. Every collar means a different thing. Pattern. But I want 2 koi fish in my. I want to do a water scene. I've been in love with water all my life. My dummy wanted to be a marine biologist at first. And then I wanted to do underwater welding because it wasn't as hard. But then I couldn't figure out how to snorkel. Three people. I scare you off with my fish talk. Somebody say dab time. Cheers. Puppy kisses. Did I spit on my phone? Puppy kisses are okay for a minute. Cinnamon likes, she knows how to sneak one in at the wrong times too. She'd be all cuddling with you, got her head all up on you, and you think she's just loving, and the next thing you know, right in your mouth or something. Checking on your little dog. Any better, James? Yeah, I think this 2 gram can of garden mold is way too small. That's probably somebody probably give it to me. I can't remember. Where? That sucks, James. Prayers, brother. I was at the tattoo shop when I was getting my tattoos touched up, and the owner, we were talking about dogs and how we would protect our dogs sometimes more than we would our kids. And he's like, "Fuck no, I wouldn't. I love my dog, but I don't give two shits about the damn dog." And we're all like, "No, we would protect our dogs." And he's like, "Damn, you're all making me feel like an asshole now." Dogs have always been like my kids, my best friend. Dogs sit my friends in jail. 3 meals in the cot. Always when they get done licking their ass. No, she wasn't licking her ass. This would be when she cuddling, but she knows how to get that tongue in just at the wrong time. What up, Alice? A lot of times I would agree with you, Timothy. I would I would go to death for my dog. I don't know what I would say. No, just got the Betty's. Cinnamon means the world to me. How's the fun toy going? Whoa, whoa. Hell, Cinnamon gets put before I do. I'd make sure she has food before I would. She ain't gonna have no water if I don't get this water out of the back of the truck. Sun's gonna fucking start turning to green. I forgot it yesterday. So it sat in there yesterday and today now. Dig. What's everybody up to? So yeah, when I actually get a can of guard, I think I'm going for at least quarter or bigger. This 2 gram ain't shit. I roll bigger joints. 7 kids. 7 kids would drive me away. Right now, any kid would drive me away. Boo. Come over here for a second. You didn't have to get up. There you go. Okay. Come on. Take it. Yeah, no, it's something. Terrible. One of my meds is making my heart skip and react slow. And I had to deal with her unpacking stuff and finding shit you don't want to find. It brings back memories. I'm supposed to go back to work tomorrow, but she won't let me because she wants me to get the shit to the garage. Go in, mommies, if you want. No, stay out of that ice cream. I got an ice cream one night and I didn't eat it. We defrosted in the cooler. Then she's fine. I think she was enjoying the AC earlier. She wouldn't leave my side forever. Kept tripping over it. Finally got her to go lay down. She didn't skip a beat though when I said, "Come on, son." Right out the door, right out the gate, right to the truck. So you obviously you like it better with Dad. Spoiled rotten. No, I didn't get electric hooked up. I was at the doctor's, and then she sent me to the ER, and then time I got done with that and got back here and grabbed the trailer, I had to load up those totes for Oz, and I had to work on this shit because, like I said, I was supposed to go to work tomorrow, and she was already throwing a fit. So I don't know. She ain't gonna have no bed, no TV tomorrow. Well, she'll have other TVs, but no kitchen table. She'll just probably put up one of the plastic tables. I have 10 totes and 3 boxes, big, decent sized boxes of nothing but Hot Wheels. You know how long it took me to fucking do that today? Because a lot of them you gotta be careful. You don't want to bend the cards and all that stuff. I got a lot that's in plastic protectors, but I got a lot that's not. Shit, I forgot about the tents down in the basement. And all the shit in the basement. Anybody want to come help? I'll buy dinner. Me and Haas were looking at the garage today, and he's like, "We gotta move all this." And I said, "No." He goes, "Well, thank God, because you need a fucking semi trailer." That I know. What? That dog back? I thought I heard owls out there. Make a list so I don't forget anything. I'm not really gonna forget anything. I just gotta go from room to room. When one room's done, you move to the next. But AJ's supposed to be over afternoon. I'm hoping he'll have a couple people with him. And if that's the case, it only take a couple trips moving shit out to the garage. The biggest issue is the bed. The bed's like 500 pounds. Danny, it's this Oz. Go say hi to Oz. Quit barking. When I took the bed off the trailer, I put it on a flat cart and pushed it into the house. I'm gonna have to do the same to get it the fuck out. It's one of those expensive, fancy beds. It does everything but blow you. Ha ha ha. No. I was just gonna set it on something so it's off the ground. I don't really care about the mattress. It's the frame and the motors and all that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the mattress, but there's wrong juices on there. But anyways, yeah. And then there's just a big china cabinet. Top half, you just gotta be careful because all the glass. Then the little china cabinet, dressers. TV's light, but you still need two people. Cat backhoe. What the fuck is a cat backhoe? A woman backhoe? The table I'll just take apart, and like I said, I'll set it up on wood. I mean, hopefully it's not too much longer and all that shit will get moved out anyway. We can pray, right? It's gonna get tight, Alice. It's gonna get real tight. Especially since I still have a couple tables set up in there, and I'll probably have to do some organization. Right now, I'm sticking everything in the old powder coating room, hoping it all fitted. At least all the big stuff. Otherwise, if I start go the other part of the garage, like I said, there's tables set up and the motorcycles in there. There's so much shit in there. If I put more shit in there, it's gonna be hard to get the tools or to something I need. But I guess beggars can't be choosy, huh? Hopefully, it's just a few totes that have to go in the big part. Whatever. I didn't know it was down. I've been away from Facebook for. Like I said, if I would have went to McDonald's or something, I could have got the other phone set up. But after the day I had today, I had enough. And then when I turned that phone on, her fucking emails on there already. That was enough for me. This weekend is naturally a very, very bad weekend for me. I started to do the phone at the house. I'm like, oh shit, it connected to the house Wi-Fi. Which I don't know how the new phone connected to the house Wi-Fi because you got to put a code in, unless she took the code off. This is a very bad weekend for me. Anytime. Not long going through what I'm going through. Why is this a bad weekend? Um, daddy issues, kid issues, life issues, kids issues now. It's Father's Day weekend. That's Sunday's Father's Day weekend. It's Father's Day. 409. Oh, that's right. You're way over there. Alright, I'll do a dabadoo. Cheers, 710. Cheers, everybody. Dude, the other day I could not do a dab. It tore my lungs up so bad. I thought I was done smoking dabs. It's all Alice's fault. 7-Eleven. Go to your carryout. We have a Speedway in town. It's a gas station. But I think they sell gas like 3 months out of the year. I went in today. I said, "Is this a fucking gas station or a convenience store?" Dude's like, "It's a fucking convenience store." We had the old 1950 pumps until this year. And ever since they put in the new pumps, there's something wrong. And they never pump gas. We still had the old clicker upper, no prepay, and all that bullshit. Maybe there was prepay, but definitely no card reader. Always your fault. It's like it's always my fault. It's never Cinnamon's fault, though. You always pick the bad days that come up. Somebody's out on a dirt bike or a four-wheeler. What are you barking at? I don't even think Oz is out no more. He's got several plants almost as tall as me already. And then he's got several short, fat ones like I like them. Just short, bushy. Bushy. 108. Much better 108. I like Blizzard. Huh? Saturday. That only determines on how much I get moved tomorrow. If I get everything moved tomorrow, then no, I'm not busy Saturday. Oh, too hot? No. 108 is definitely not my temperature. My temperature is actually about right what it is now. Ooh, excuse me. It just says partly sunny. Of course you do. Oh, there it goes. 75. 75. Sunday? No. Because even if I still got stuff, she says she's busy. Because I was trying to get her to let me come Sunday so I could work tomorrow, but 81. Yeah, it says 75 on my phone. This is like the perfect weather. Nice little cool breeze going on right now. Obviously, on the bike, you'd probably have a sweatshirt on. Because what is it, 40 degrees difference with the wind on the bike? 40 or 20? I think it's 40. Maybe it's 20. I don't remember. Wait till winter time. They'll show. Somebody will be sharing it. You could come up Wednesday, Alice, and then you could take my bike to the shop for me. You can haul a trailer, right? Well, at 55 is what I'm talking, Jeremy. It drops down 20 or 40. I want to say 40, but then I want to say no, it's fucking 20. But because when you're 50, that would be 30. Maybe 20 is what it is. You would obviously have to fucking take me to work and take my truck, goof. Because obviously I'd have to have it all set up before you even got here. Oh well. Hopefully he don't get mad, but I gotta get my bike fixed. I could probably see if Oz would do it. I just make Oz let me take his bike to work. Okay, bird. Okay. Okay. Is this a family dispute? Okay. There's like 5 of them. What's up, Matt? How you been? Definitely been a minute, brother. Hope you're doing well. I gotta go grab my battery pack. It is charged this time. Hi, baby. Pretty girl. Something bit me, guys. and it's all weird looking. Some goofy spider polygon. Oh, Matt, the same. Just another day in paradise. I'm actually getting all my big shit out of the house, and the rest of all my shit and the big shit. Right now, and you find these little things that bring back stupid memories, or you realize you get rid of certain boxes and stuff because you think you're never gonna need it, and then it's like, oh shit, it'd be nice to have. Welcome back. I think it was a spider of some kind. It's all red, puffy, and then the center is kind of like you would think there's goos in it, and then it's got like a black spot in the center. And I keep trying to get the black thing out of it, but I don't know. Maybe I'll become a Spider-Man soon. That's what I'm trying. I got ripped off by a buddy, so I haven't worked in a couple weeks. I go back to work Monday. I've always said, don't work for family or friends. Cheers, everybody. I know. That's why I keep looking at it, Matt. And usually, if you have like a dark center, it's usually, the poison or whatnot. So that's why I keep trying to get it out, but I can't get it out. I worked with family for 13 years, couldn't do it no more. Yeah, um, that's a life rule I've always had. And of course, the time I do break it, it's cost me a lot of money, time, all kinds of shit. Ignore the money, just the time I lost. And then for what I do, trying to get back into a different place, it's kind of like the wrong time of the season right now. Well, in my cases, I've always seen somebody taking advantage of somebody. This one cost me about $1,800. I'm sure there's people out there that can keep it separate, but what I've seen and now what I've experienced, it's just not a good combination. Yeah, and he was supposed to get a hold of me Monday. No comment. No nothing. But he was supposed to, they were out of town. They were supposed to come back Monday and go over the pay and shit. And I've had a lot of different things going on, so I haven't really bugged you. But yeah, that just shows me how friendship really is. There's one thing I've learned in my life, and I've never ever done to anybody. You never make an employee wonder where their pay is, or wonder if they're going to even get off, so they can even cash it, so they can pay their bills. You know, I'm all about working sun up to sundown, but if payday comes in a check and you have to physically go to a bank to cash it and all that good stuff, so you can pay bills, you got to get off, or at least let you take fucking lunch then, dinner then. There's one thing I've never been scared of, and that's work. Even my old fat ass can still keep up with any young kid out there. I guarantee it. I could have some nice reviews I can put out there. Yeah, well, this is. I thought we got paid every week. Well, then, the first week was up and like, okay, where's pay? And he's like, oh, we do every 2 weeks. I've never in my life, 40, almost 8 years, have ever done a 1099 job and you get paid every 2 weeks. 1099 jobs are disposable. You're supposed to, some even pay it every day, but usually most pay it at the end of every week. So then I had to deal with that shit and just, yeah, never mind. But all secrets, nothing, was told. I asked a little bit, but I didn't really try prying. I put trust in friendship, and yeah. So some of it is my fault, but that's why I already asked this guy. I'm like, I hate to ask these questions, but I need to know pay, when pay is, how pay is. I'm doing all right, Kim. Now, since you all have been talking to me, I was pretty boo hoo earlier, and right before I left. Like Christmas time, you get these little gags and like bells. You ring the bell for a kiss. I found the bell. I tried laughing it off, but no, Jeremy, he did not. And it's already bad enough. I had to deal with his nephew, and his nephew had a pick with me. The only reason I can think of is because I didn't end up buying his trailer, but he like had it out for me, so I was doomed from the day one. Me and him almost stood up twice. I was ready to fucking throw. But anyway, there's no Vaseline involved. We like it dry and hard and to the point. I ain't got all day for you to waste. Get it done and get the fuck on. It parked underneath a tree for 2 years. I found a spot on my bike from when I had it sitting over here at Oz's. I gotta get it to the wash. It's got sap on it. Nose lube is rough. Rough and to the point. That way there's more friction and you get done and over with. TMI. You know how it goes around here sometimes, Matt. I mean, we're not worried about your feelings at the moment. You just wanted to get done and over with. So if it's a little rough on your part, I don't know what to tell you. Some things just don't change. Nope. And the older we get, Matt, the worse it gets. That's all I know. But what gets me is the people that can't take the jokes and think everything's serious. Serious is between 9 and 5. Relax is between 5 and midnight in dream world. More honest and real with age. I kind of question the honest part there, Matt. Because have you been to McDonald's and listened to the old men in the morning? Some of the shit they come up with. Oh yeah, we speak our mind, good or bad. I'm definitely a culprit of that. The older I get, the worse it gets. Kind of why I'm in the situation, I guess, spazzing off. But fucking everybody agreed with me, damn it. But anyways, hey, if the truth hurts, I don't know what to tell you, good or bad. I ain't afraid to admit it when I'm wrong. It's nothing in the world. Usually it's just a learning experience. I'd rather be wrong once in a while than be a smartass all the time. Know it alls. Can't wait to see Gen Xer. We're already seeing now. Why? Because you're here watching me, listen to me ramble. I don't like to be put in the senile state yet. Senile state means life's pretty much, diaper life. I feel there's still something left in the tank. At least that's what I keep telling myself. Welcome back. Welcome back. As soon as that apartment place gets back with me, it'll get better. You cut your beard off. Every time I threaten people about cutting my beard off that knows what I look like with my beard off, they yell at me. I'll definitely lose about 10 years. Why, thank you, Alan. I know when I was younger and I'd shave, they all tell me I look like a baby. But I don't know what life would be like without my wannabe goatee. It's taken me so long to get it this long. My dad, when he died, he still never had a full beard. Still couldn't do it. I wonder if that's a German thing. No, I don't think so. Reynolds? No, not that I know of. All right, Kim. To tell you the truth, don't even know my dad's side or anything really about them. His parents died real young. Like men in my family, the oldest one was 53. So you and a friend of mine could be brothers. I do get told I look like a lot of people. You can hear the birds. Were you in here earlier when the bird family was fighting? And then my mom's side is kind of screwed up because her actual dad was a guy in Germany, not my grandpa, which we didn't know this until he died. And my grandma's from Germany, so she had no family here. So in reality, I don't know a lot about my family. Pizza from Casey's? Isn't Casey the gas station? Yeah, because my grandma was from Germany. Supposedly my mom's dad was actually from Germany. And my dad, his parents were dead young. And then we lost contact. And then when I went to find him, he just died. So, but everything I found on my dad's side, because that's the only thing I could really find, the oldest man was 53. Heart issues. Hint, I have heart issues. I want chicken from Long John Silver's. I used to love the crumbs from Long John Silver. I can't eat them no more. I grew up on going to Long John Silver's and getting an order of crumbs for everybody. Everybody had a little dish of crumbs. I'm not a fish eater. I'll go fishing all day long, but don't expect me to eat dinner. 35 minutes away. I'm so. I've lived here for so long. I cannot believe I never remembered or dawned on me that Adrian wasn't that far away and there was rallies there. But I have not let it down since I was up there last. I think about it all the time. I almost went the other day, but then I was like, no, I don't feel like making a half-hour drive. Mickey, what's up, Mickey? Hour drive just to go get food and back. We used to have some in Toledo, which was a half hour too, but they all closed down. Rallies to me is the best. You can even eat their fries cold. Better when they're warm. But Rally's fries cold are not disgusting. Really? We keep talking about Long John Silver's, and I'm gonna have to make a trip to Toledo somehow. Not now. I got Subway tonight. We got Waffle House in Toledo. I was gonna make pot pies, but the trailer was already hot enough. I need to get a different cord or get it moved, get it plugged into electricity, and see if I can get that AC to work. Especially for mama girls. I definitely can't leave her here by herself. Not and feel comfortable about it. I've never really ate at Waffle House much. I've had it a couple times, but that's about it. And I love breakfast. Excuse me. I don't like waffles either, Brianna. French toast all day long, and then pancakes if I have to, but waffles, I've never been a waffle person. Yeah, Bulldogs hate the heat naturally. They get very hot easily. That's why we came out here. That's actually why I came on live. I felt bad for her, so I'm like, fuck it. The sun's starting to go down. Go outside. Right, Matt? Especially if you're talking about Long John Silver's and I was talking about rallies. Those are my favorite. I'm not much of a waffle person. What up, Stephanie? Long time no speak. You found me. Shit. Everybody run. I'm found. My cover's blown. 9 beautiful people. What's up, everybody? Rallies, yummy. Rallies is my favorite. Of all fast food, in reality, my all favorite fast food would have to actually go for right around here, what we got available. Would be Rallies. And then it would be actually Long John Silver's with the chicken. I don't like fish. And then it would probably be like McDonald's. We don't have a Hardee's. I love Hardee's, but we don't have a Hardee's around here. Wendy's is like one of my last favorites. Dairy Queen's not bad. Burger King, I guess, would be up there towards the top. McDonald's or Burger King, and then Arby's is good, but I gotta be in the mood for Arby's. I love Arby's fries, but I can only eat so much roast beef. I'm living the dream, just someone else's dream, like always. We're just chilling. I will be back on Facebook. I got a different phone. I just gotta get it all set up. So I'll have a different IP address. So hopefully, no haters try to getting us in trouble. We're always checking back in the day. I've never really the 99-cent cheeseburger. I've never had Rally's chicken. To be honest with you, I fell in love with the Big Buford and their fries, and I've always been somewhat of Big Buford and however they mix it up type of person. But like I said, I mean Rally's is like the only fries you can eat cold. The rest of them all suck. When I worked at UPS, I like lived on Rally's when I was a kid. I go to Rally's like every day before work. Yeah, but if you buy the ones from the store, it's not the same as going to Rally's and eating the fries. Am I coming down at the end of the month? Coming up? That's for herbal roots, right, Kim? That's still in the plans. It all depends on a lot on how much my bike cost me. And it's just one day now, right? It's at a bike spot. So is there camping? I haven't been on Facebook, so I haven't been able to keep up and seeing all the details. Is there camping? Is it hotel? I got a hotel. Am I sleeping in between you and or are you sleeping in between me and Jason? I don't want to sleep in between you two. He might poke me. I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing. Betty, what's up? But I mean, that's still. I want to go. That's why I'm hoping to get back on Facebook so I can check some things out. And a lot depends on how much my bike costs me right now. I've never had them, Jeremy. If my bike cost me over like 3, 4 grand, probably not. Even with me going back to work, probably not. But I want to. Just keep reminding me. Like I said, hopefully I'll get back, can get somewhere tomorrow where I can get the other phone set up and uh, get back on Facebook, check some stuff out. And everybody keep their fingers, buttholes, toes, everything crisscross, every which direction. So, and that my bike doesn't cost that much money. The 28th. Okay. It's in my head. Will I remember tomorrow what day it was? Probably not. But I do know it's. I'll remember it's at the end of the month. You don't think there's camping, so I'd have to get a hotel. So I got to think about that on top of going. I wonder if she'd give me all of her rewards for when she was traveling for hotels. I know she got free hotel stays. So yeah, that's something I have to play it by ear with no camping available. Have to see if maybe there's a place I can camp. Camping's a little cheaper than the hotel, but after one of those events, a nice hot shower is always fucking nice. And cold shower. Alice, you going? Oh, I got a front lifter noise, Matt. I was hoping it was just an exhaust gasket, but I don't feel nothing coming out of there. It's just the constant lifter noise. That's what it's got to be. All right, Kim. I'll probably be here until dark. Well, You know, truck stop showers, Matt, are like 20, $25 now. Yeah. I mean, if I was still at the house, I would have already tore it apart, but I don't want to tear anything apart being in the situation I'm in. But yeah, I think it's a, I think I burned up the lifter, to be honest. I really do. That year has a bad oil pump. A lot of people put bigger oil pumps in them. I just think it burned the lifter up. So hopefully it's just the lifter, not the valves too. But even if it's a lifter, it's a part. That means bigger cams have to go in it. You know how it goes. Just stay up, no sleep game. I can do that, but I don't want to do that on the bike. Because what if you do start having one of those moments? It's not as easy to correct on a bike sometimes. I have one, James. I have a big bladder. I think it's 5 or 10 gallons. You set it out in the sun all day, it gets hot. It actually really does get hot. And then you stand underneath of it and take a shower. We used to use them when we were racing all the time. I have two of them. There'll be many times in between races you need to take a shower. Dust, dirt, stink, whatever. I have a perfect one. I have a one-man tent. I have a two-man tent and a three-man tent, all small. I have collapsible small chair. I've been planning this out for a long time. Me, I could load the bike up easily and be okay. Hell, I even got two fishing poles on the bike even now. Ohio, you're allowed three in the water at one time. So I can't take that pizza box off the back, even though I like the looks of it better with it off. I just carry so much shit nowadays, and having that pizza box has come in so handy. I can't just justify taking it off now. I just gotta get another one so I can cut a hole in it for the dog. I'll lose luggage room on the top of that though, but I still should be okay. Especially if I don't have a passenger, I got the whole passenger seat. Well, Jeremy, you need to moonwalk your way here, and then I'll let you ride on the bike backwards, and you can go up with me. Yeah, we got three. Three is the max. I got nervous one day and I had to Google it real quick to make sure I was okay. Because the game warden started walking up and I had three poles in the water. I'm like, oh fuck, what's the law? I Googled it real quick. We're allowed three at one time. Yeah, Matt, the problem is to get land around here anymore is like 50 grand. And if I'm going to spend that kind of money on land, my heart's to move south. Even farmland around here goes for 25 plus. Now, when my parents built their house and bought the land, it was 12, and that was back in 94, 12,000, and now we're up to 25,000. But to get residential land, you're easily going to be close to 50 grand for an acre. And if I'm going to do that, like I said, I'll move south where I can get 100 acres for that. You might only be able to live on 5 acres of it, but yeah, no, I'm good. Fuck, I was trying to be nice, Jeremy. I mean, like I said, I do got the 2-man tent. We could do the 1-man tent, but you got to lay on your belly, and I'm laying on top, on my back. Land ain't cheap anywhere. Yeah, it's not. But if you, I mean, the only cheaper places to go south that I find that I want to go to. I mean, I've never checked out like in Denver and Nevada and shit like that. I don't want to move out there. Denver wouldn't be bad, but you'd have to go down south where it's not winter 9 months out of the year. Yep, one license. You're here in Ohio. You're allowed 3 pulls in the water at one time. What I usually do, Matt, is I drop one at the bottom, I float one, and then I bass fish. So I'm looking for cat, I'm looking for bluegill, I'm looking for bass, usually. Jenny, what's up? Where'd my dog go? Mommies! Oh, there you are. You just scared the fucking shit out of me. I looked backwards and you weren't back there. If she makes it out to the road, she's a dead chicken. How's Miss Jenny doing? Like I said, I love the fish. I just don't eat the fish. Kelly's Tavern. Is that on Kelly's Island? Are you on Lake Erie? Are you on Kelly's Island? But yeah, that's how I do it, Matt. When I can. I mean, when the little ass baby bluegill are fucking going crazy, the bobber keeps you busy. I haven't made it back to the back of the upper res yet, where the bluegill spawn. You go back there, and you can get easy hand-sized bluegill plus. When we were kids, we'd go out there and pull out 100 all the time. because there's no limit on bluegill. I'll help clean, do all that, even cook. I just don't eat fish. When I was real little, I choked on fish bones. So I guess I have PTSD from fish bones. I won't even eat the breaded fish sticks that you buy at the store. Timothy, she finally went and got her ball. If you're still in here, Timothy. Almost 2 hours. Took her to go get a ball. All right, Matt. Have a wonderful night, brother. Like I said, look for me. If you get a Facebook request, there will be one coming from me soon. As soon as I can get to a place that's Wi-Fi, not my old Wi-Fi, and get the new phone set up. I can't even call on it right now. So, and no, I didn't go to a fucking iPhone. Thought about it, just because of the benefits on certain things. Excuse me, certain things. But no. Been there, done that. I wasn't that impressed. Even though that phone's only for basically a hotspot. $20 for internet. Can't go wrong. At least not out here. So I got two phones for $40 a month. I remember when it was $50 a month, and that was on a deal for one phone. Remember Boost when Boost came out and they had their big deals for $50 unlimited, all that. And then it wasn't too long after that when the phone prices started coming down. What's everybody up to tonight? Still looking for any takers? Anybody want to come help me tomorrow? Liquids and dinner. What are you eating? You gotta start going to your mom's again every day. It'll be good for you. You'll be in the AC. You still hear those birds? That is one thing nice about here. You definitely can feel connected with Mother Nature if you want to. Like I said, we're almost. I could throw a baseball to the state forest. and his property is kind of like in the forest. Even though he cost me half a calf today, I was helping him get the totes, and I had the chipper on the trailer, and the tires were half flat, and my little air compressor pumpy thingy battery pack didn't seem to be wanting to pump them up. So then I just got mad and pushed it off, and well, the hitch came back and took out a chunk of my calf. I'd already had enough of today when that happened. Ugh. And then neither one of us ate our Wheaties, and we didn't have enough power to double stack them on the trailer. So we only got half of the load. Only got like 4 more. Mommy, 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 play with my boy. 6 beautiful people still. What's up, everybody? Nobody's talking. I'm running out of ramble. Alice, you better remind me Saturday. Because with everything that's going on, I might forget. How was your day, Cinnamon? Well, she had to go to the doctor's with me, sat out in the car, and then I had to go to the ER, which if I would have known that, I wouldn't have took her. So then she had to sit out in the truck for like 2 hours. And then she went in the AC, wouldn't leave me alone. I think she knew I was mad, upset, whatever. Then finally she went and relaxed. And then I left, and she came a running. So she must like something here going on. You want to see Cinnamon? She is playing with her ball. We did this earlier. Women. Can I have your ball? Mommy's. Uh-huh. I didn't kick it that far. There. Now you're back to my ugly face. Because it must be charging, but not charging that fast. Remember, I will bring you a treat, Cinnamon. TV dinner. I was going to get Popeyes, but then I got Subway. I also bring you a treat. I'm going to leave her with Nikki. Ha ha ha. I know this is going to go through everybody's head, but no, I'm not going to leave her with Nikki because I'll probably go get a hotel room set Sunday night. You'll spank me? You might kill me. You might give me a heart attack. They did say my heart's all acting funky. Quit taking these pills. Take these pills. Then take these pills. They counteract for this thing. Yeah, I gotta quit my sleeping pills tonight. I was trying to have a normal conversation with her, and I said something to her, and she didn't even say a word. I'm like, geez, somebody's getting on it. You hear that? I told you if Cinnamon makes it out to that road, it's not usually a good thing. Later, Jeremy. Have a blessed night, brother. Yeah, but my luck with sleeping pills is not very good. So we'll see. If I'm gonna go live at 3 o'clock in the middle of the night, you know why. I'm not looking forward to it because I was just in the hospital and they changed my sleeping pills. And she goes, "This is probably why he changed them." But you would think he would put that in some kind of report. But anyways, and I didn't sleep for like 7 days. Well, rephrase that. I would sleep for an hour and then be up a couple hours and then like sleep an hour and literally like an hour and then be right back up. 3 new meds. That sucks. Prayers. Hey, Donna. Long time no see speak. How you doing, young lady? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, she had the report from when I was in the ER before I went to the hospital inpatient last time, and then she was going over it and she's seen it, and then that what got her all excited. Well, I had to go to the ER so they could do two tests, and they both came back the same. My heart stops or it'll hesitate. When I was in the hospital last time, it was stopping, I guess. What do you think they would say something then? Besides to say, hey, I changed your meds? Yeah, they got rid of us on Facebook, and I'll be back on Facebook soon, but I'm not doing like we were doing before. We'll still have our little group, but I ain't doing anything to draw any attention. I don't need the headaches. I still want to get back to making the Pico and then helping out the vets. I just don't know how about to do it. The only other way to do it would be to go through another Ohio group and donate through that way. And then what I've seen of the other Ohio groups, they're pretty shitty. Hell, the one's like on its fourth page, fifth page. I think it's fifth page now. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's the fourth. 5 months ago. Yeah, that's when I was still at the house. Is your son still with you? Something. I remember something about him maybe not being with you, but I don't remember now. Was there something there? You walked away from it? A lot of that page stuff could be just Facebook's bullshit, but um, has been staying in the shelter. He did go to an assisted living or somewhere where you were at, though, didn't he? And then did he get kicked out to the shelters? Even our shelters around here, guys, are full. It's hard getting into a shelter, and this is the middle of summer. If I don't tell you something's fucked up, I don't know what. So shelters usually are empty during the summer and packed in the winter. Oh, I was thinking he was in the same housing place you were. It's been a while. I'm sure we both have been through a lot. I know I have. Yeah, it's easier to make it outside in the summertime. That's why it's weird for a shelter to be full because a lot of times people will find woods, find places to stay, so you don't have to go through the shelter rules. So for them to be full during the summertime, that's uh, I don't know. They just don't sound good to me. There is no help, but there is help. The problem, what I've been coming across and hearing, is people are rehabilitating and doing what they're supposed to do, but because the expense of everything, their Walmart job is not enough to get them out of the programs. I seriously had a couple ladies laugh at me. She goes, "What do you want me to do? These people are doing what they're supposed to do. I can't kick them out." I'm like, "No, I understand." The one lady, she's this older lady that has money and she has two homes of her own, but she's one of them that said, I can't kick them out. They're doing what they're supposed to be doing. Instead, they made it illegal to be homeless. Well, the only good thing about that, Brianna, is if you get charged for being homeless and you go to jail, you're not homeless no more. So, in some of those guys' minds, to get charged for being homeless is not a bad thing. It's 3 meals and a cot, which is going to make all of our prisons and jails overloaded again. And supposedly that's starting to happen around here. They just finally got them so they weren't overloaded, and 3 meals and a cot means a lot to some people. Hell yeah, James. Prayers that it all works out for you. That's what I wanted to do, but her fucking me on the house is stopping it. Yep. And unfortunately, that's the mindset of a lot of people, Brianna. But also, in some ways, can you blame them? When no matter, some of these people really try, but no matter what, somehow they get kicked in the face. You start losing hope. I was rejected because I drove from a place, and I was rejected from a place because I had a medical card that was expired. Even though I'm legally on doctor's orders not to work. If you can't work, what are you going to do? You go back to work. And then that fucks up your social security and all that shit you're trying to do. You're fucked if you do, you're fucked if you don't in this world. Hell yeah, James. I still haven't give up on a place up here, but I think if I can make it happen this winter, I'm going south. At least it's warmer longer. Ha 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 ha. I ain't afraid to pop a tent. Actually, I think it'd be kind of enjoyable to get back to nature and grounding yourself with the earth and your surroundings. Two different types of cancer. You haven't had meds for over a month. Why haven't you had meds? Prayers for you, Donna. You should be able to get state meds. Are you that bored, dog? Boo. You're, uh, you're in assisted living, so they take care of your living, but you only have 143 a month. 143 a month ain't shit nowadays. Like $100 bill, you blink, it's gone. Some days I really catch myself and like, what? How the fuck? Where? And it doesn't take long. $100 is gone. Speaking of which, I gotta put more money back in the bank. I still gotta do that one thing. Well, actually, if you're coming up Sunday, I'm not gonna do that. I'll just wait. That's 2 bags of chips, right? If you're coming up Sunday, I'll just wait to give you the rest of your money when you come up here. Unless you need it to get up here or something. You can't. You, well, if you're in a home that's meals are provided, they're supposed to provide for your diet. Yeah, I would be lost if I didn't have the grow I had last year right now. There may be many times things would be a lot worse for me. I'm just very lucky that if I don't grow nothing this year, I'll still be okay. Next year, it's a little different story, but well, actually, maybe not since I don't even smoke that much anymore. It should be legal everywhere. Okay, it's a medical proven thing here. So how am I looked upon, frowned upon, because I have a medical marijuana card? You guys, even though it's legal here, it's so frowned upon. It's not even funny. I mean, I lost that one apartment. It was a perfect apartment for me and her because of an expired medical card, paid state legal medical card. I was denied housing. I will never do a medical card ever again. No. They can change the laws 1,000 times. I'm not doing a medical card. It's only costs me money. It's done nothing for me. Even now, like if I go to the ER right now and I do it, pee in a cup, all that crap, they're gonna come back. You know you have such a high THC count. Well, God, I hope so. I'm a medical patient. That's what I tell them all the time. They're like, oh, okay. If I don't keep it in my body, it doesn't help with the pain. And if I don't keep it in me, I don't sleep. And my anxiety and everything else is worse. You posted foods that they. Sorry, Donna. That sucks. Because if you're in assisted living, they're supposed to provide you food for your diet. But if it's like a group home, I was in a group home one time, and they were supposed to cook you dinner, and sometimes you wouldn't get dinner until 10, 11 o'clock at night, and it was always shit that was cooked in the oven. Never anything cooked out of the oven. Something, if it wasn't so they could just throw it in a pan, cook it, throw it in the oven, let it cook its time, and then give it to you. No. And some of this shit was so disgusting. I hear that when I go if people go to Indiana. What? Hear what, Brianna? Everything goes in the oven. Yeah. That group home, everything was in the oven. I swear they even, when you got vegetables, if you got vegetables, I swear they were cooked in the oven too. And then, they go to the food banks and they get all this food at, cheap price and they give you all that shit. But then next thing you know, you see them pull out a nice T-bone steak out of the same freezer that they got all that shit for and they cook it for themselves. And you're eating some kind of fucking slop. There's nothing wrong with baked foods, but I'm sorry when every meal, Kim, is thrown in the oven and that's how it was cooked. You're not really catering properly to your people. You're getting paid to probably go to the food bank and buy the food even. It's, around here it's called the Adams Board, and I know Adams Board takes care of a lot of those fundings and those people that have those type of facilities. They make good money. And all they do is take an old house and put a bunch of beds in every bedroom and then cut off half of it. That way they can have their on site person make your food. That tastes like dog doo doo. Let alone wait until 10, 11 o'clock at night. So I understand, Donna, where you're coming from. Trust me. Oh, that was 25 years ago. Right, Brianna? Tastes and smells disgusting. Yes, it does, Donna. I'm just glad I didn't have to endure that very long. That was back when I was a kid and I would hold everything in and never let anything bug me until my stepdad came at me one night and I exploded. And now that's why I totally understand why they tell you not to hold shit in. Because someday you're probably going to have enough. That might not be a good thing. But he was also very abusive. I don't know if I just had enough of that or enough of everything. I was 7 years old and I had a 2x4 broke across my ass. I took that 2x4 and showed it, and saved it, and showed it to my mom, and she laughed at me. It just got worse from then on. Cinnamon just checking on. Actually, how did you know? She actually just came up to me. She just wants me to kick her ball. She's all about her ball tonight. I hear you, James. When I was in that situation, I threatened to turn him into the Adams board because it was, they're supposed to give us dinner, but they wouldn't. Even though you got slop, but you wouldn't even get that slop until 11 o'clock at night. Sometimes later. I remember times to be midnight before they put food out. And actually, I was going to go back to that place, but that's the one that denied me because I drove. And I think they finally remembered I had a vehicle at the end the last time I was there. And you can't have a vehicle because somebody could take your keys and something could happen. That's crazy. I've never experienced that around here. Actually, James, the last hospital I was just at, it's every 15 minutes now, at least here in Ohio. They told me that, and I was like, what? Every 15 minutes, they're supposed to do rounds. Oz is being too loud. They're all males. They're all males. Fuck you. Alice said no, fuck you. I am jealous because I can't fucking grow this year. And the ones I did have grown, she fucking pulled. Well, she says she didn't pull. I'm sure they were just that pineapple shit, but either way, damn it. Go get them, Cinnamon. Go get them. Eat them. I give you permission. Go eat them. Don't be stealing all of this beautiful smell yet. Over the smell. Like I said, Oz has got several plants about as tall as I am already. But he starts super, super early. I am giving Oz hell. Mommy, this is Oz. Quit. Mom. Hey, woman. Divorce. Go find a new home. Go. We don't want you. You got some fucking muscle ass fucking legs. Yeah, I hear a lot about nursing homes. I hope I never make it to one. If this is assistant living, well, you get food. You said you get food. You just don't like it or can't eat it. So that's your assistance. and there is somebody on call or on floor at all given times in case something would happen with you health wise. So they cover their assistant living just because the food don't fit your diet or your taste buds. That's like I said. That's what I went through. You don't get dinner until 11 midnight, 10 o'clock, whatever, and it's all oven baked with a bunch of nasty ass gravy shit all over it. Yeah, James, she is. She must not She's half blind. She probably hasn't recognized that too. Sid, go say hi or shut the fuck up. Mommy! Anybody want a dog? Oh, I guess they had bike night. Fucker. Mom! Sid! Dog? Dog? Anybody? One time I call. Oh, it's power chair outlet caught fire. They never told us. Thank you for coming back and shutting up. Well, here in Ohio, they have different board systems that pay a lot of that, which goes through a lot of your insurance. So your insurance picks up a lot of it. St. V's, St. Vince, isn't that here in Ohio? Hospital food, oh, yeah. Like when you go to a stress center, and if you go to a hospital stress center, you get good food. You get to choose whatever you want, all that good stuff. You go through any outside facility, and it's a lot different. And the one place I was at, they got all their food from a restaurant, but they had certain things set up where it was like basically chicken. So if you're not a chicken fan, every meal sucked. But if you go to a hospital, yeah, usually your food's decent. And a lot of times in hospitals, you can order more food than what you would at a private facility be able to get. Pop, you can usually get pop at hospitals. Hell, I go into our ER and they get me 2 Mountain Dews right off the get go anymore. But I guess I was there 5 times in a month, so Hell, I go to the ER and I go take a shower even in the ER. It's like home. Actually, well, I guess it's been over a month now. But with being in the ER today, that'll be 6 times in a month and week, 2 weeks. 6 times in 6 weeks. 6 times in 6 weeks. So I'm batting 6 for 6 right now. And the doctor wanted me to stay today, but I gotta move my shit. She wants to watch my heart, make sure it is just that medicine. They took her dad's shit. Yeah, that's another thing. When you go into those nursing homes and certain, facilities, assisted living and shit, you guys don't realize sometimes they take everybody's check 100%. And they try taking their assets. It's ridiculous. That happened to my one buddy's dad. They took his dad to everything. When his dad died, there was nothing left to leave to the kids. Nothing. No vehicles, no nothing. And his dad had probably 10 vehicles when he went into the nursing home. Our, whatever system you want to call it, for our elderly and unfortunate people, whatever, we have a fucked up system. It's greedy people, but it's all about money, and that's what makes this world go around. And everybody got to think they got to take everything. It's just not the greedy. It's greedy people everywhere, I guess. Like I always say, if we burnt the dollar bill, I would be happy. If we went back to the barter system where people had to work for things, use your towns, trade things, I would be so happy. The dollar bill has screwed up so much, I believe. Go back to trading chunks of gold. I don't know. I just, the world's about money. Relationships are about money half the time nowadays. My one buddy and his old lady are struggling right now, and that's basically financial. But she's not doing anything to help out. But she's always on him. It takes two to make the world go around. It takes two to make a conversation. It takes two to make a kid. It has to be a team effort. or one gets really drunk and you just have fun. I don't know. Excuse me. Sorry to hear, Donna. I kind of feel you though. I didn't have the government take everything. I had somebody I trust take everything. The promise that this wouldn't go down like this, if it even would ever went down. Everything would be 50-50, and that's definitely not what's happened here. Wow, that's crazy, Brianna. Well, I mean, Trump's trying to take away Social Security. I mean, look what they're trying to do. A lot of things which affects our elderly, which affects the people that help make this world be what it is. In war, running gas lines, running electricity lines, building houses, whatever it may be. Without those people, we wouldn't be where we're at today. But we want to take everything from them and treat them like shit in their last years. They ain't love. They ain't gratitude. There's going to be a lot of people toast. And what I was just talking about, of all the homeless shelters full already, what you guys think's going to happen when some of our elderly start losing their money? They're going to be sleeping on the fucking corner. And these are the people that help make what today is today. Thank you guys. Fuck you guys. That's, I don't know. I guarantee you 95% of the time, if I pass a graveyard, especially on the bike, but bike, truck, I will salute them. At least give them the peace sign. Say, I thank you guys for everything you did for us. I do it all the time. Because without what those people did for us, we wouldn't be where we're at today. Like I said, military or not. Farmers working endless hours to get us food, you know? It don't matter what it is. I'm glad you didn't let the world change your mind, your heart. It don't have to make sense to nobody else but you two. I'm in that too, Donna. I just showed my wee wee to Oz's camera. Are you on the video or are you watching the camera? Both? You didn't see nothing. That's only a Tic Tac, remember? I'm busted. You have another 3 years before you can get SSI. That's funny as fuck. I was watching me on the camera. You see my little Tic Tac. I'm about to show them your plants. I'm going to show them your plant. Maybe up to 17%. The horn blow to the driver. He's on the porch even. What? Alright, I'll be in. I'm just showing off your ladies. Okay, I'm showing off your ladies. I'm coming. Go on. We'll see yours. He probably does. He probably got like X-rated lenses. They can like blow up microscopes. He shot the leaf off.
Well, you gotta have the hubble to see your shit.
I know. I told you. You didn't see nothing. It ain't big enough.
Yeah, for some reason it won't let me go into the chat to see the chat.
It's funky on YouTube. You gotta go in a certain way. I noticed before. Oh, you got your chair.
Yeah, it came in. I already broke it. I already broke the strap on this one.
What?
I don't know what the hell this is for.
The vibrator. It's a vibrating pad. It's just like mine, but that's a vibrating pad. Yours is like mine. You just don't have the lights around the chair. But yeah, that's for a vibrator.
Chris, let's smoke this joint. Step outside where it's nice and cool.
It is cool out. Come on, mommies. Why do you go to steps and not the ramp? Yeah, he's definitely
out there tonight. But I can't see who's out there.
Oh, there's 9 people. That's all I know. Donna and James, Alice, Kim's here probably still. Brianna. Those ones back there definitely saw that.
I think they might have mislabeled when they sent them to me. Because you know why?
Why? Whoa, how the hell did I get all that?
I'm supposed to have one batch of sativas.
Right.
Right. And the only ones that are showing sativa leaves aren't supposed to be sativas.
The ones in the back?
Yep.
That's what I thought earlier. When we were looking at those ones, and you said those ones are supposed to be high indicas, and I said that's not.
Yeah,
Or high sativa, and I said those are not high sativa. That's a hybrid indica.
Supposed to be fucking.
But those leaves back there,
Right.
are sativa.
Right.
That fat motherfucker is not.
Right. But see now that one is the same.
So
as
maybe you got them in the wrong packages. You're thinking maybe?
Yeah, that's what I'm. The only thing I could, unless they're just fucking wrong.
You never know. It might be one of those days you just grab seeds and throw it in a bag.
Somebody made us smoke one joint too many when they're packing seeds.
Violet, what's up? I didn't see you comment, Violet.
Hello, Violet.
That's the first time I've seen you in a minute, Violet, actually. Sorry, Violet.
There's the size of some of these fucking leaves on these things.
That one you had in the house, I just showed the picture of. That was big.
Yeah.
That's big. For as big as the plants are?
Oh, yeah. And the stalks, I'm like, going crazy. Check out the fucking Kevin's.
Yeah, he's all lit up. What's Violet been up to? How you been, Violet? What's up, moist?
See. Wow, what happened to this?
I was about ready to ask you.
Well, we got a few zip ties for
I was gonna say there's missing zip ties over there, I assume.
Well, they're in the pot. There's more zip ties in that fucking thing, man. Yeah. Got all of them picked up. Oh. You're tearing up to them for it.
You wanna hit, Cinnamon? You wanna hit?
There we go.
All the other bulldogs, they would run away from the smell. She doesn't. You're a stoner. I hear you on that, Violet. Right, James?
That's what happened.
Magical beans. Is he gonna toot? Is he gonna toot his magical beans? Hopefully it's not too crazy, Violet. This is a bad weekend for me. Plus, I gotta move all my heavy shit out of the house. So I should send AJ a message and make sure he's coming tomorrow.
Yeah, but AJ's not all reliable when it comes to that.
That's why I just said I should send him a message and make sure he's coming tomorrow.
And make sure you message him for tomorrow.
Well, he's supposed to be in Delta in the afternoon. So maybe afternoon.
These are supposed to be critical purple. They're supposed to be pink.
Well, they don't turn pink until flower time.
Right. But that's supposed to be black African. I mean, black truffle. And those are supposed to be fucking black African. I think those ones are the black African. But we'll see when they start budding.
Yeah, like I said, that purple it was doing, that was just because of the temperature change.
Yeah, well, it wasn't that bad of a thing. They were still growing good.
No, they were doing good. I'm just saying it got that purple black just because of the temperature change, and that's why it was on the top of them, not the bottom of them. Because if it was going to be a complete black plant, it would have went on both sides.
That's what I thought it was supposed to be, was a complete black plant.
10 beautiful people. Oh, schnickadoodle. What's up, everybody?
Yeah, see, I got cameras up in here. There's one there.
Hey.
There's one over there.
Wednesday.
There's one there.
You want to take my bike to Brian if I can't miss work?
Cover gas money. I get 10 miles to a gallon in that thing. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, it'd be better off for you to just drop me off at work and use my truck. Just don't hit nobody because we'll be in trouble. You're insured, but
yeah, I know I'm insured.
Al says please. That's just if he's super busy and I can't miss in the morning.
Yeah, that looks weird in the camera with that fucking slope and that fucking. But I really don't care. That's over top of that fucking
See, he
generator
was looking at
housing.
my pee guys.
Hmm?
I said, see, he was looking at my pee. Because he's talking about the camera again.
Those are just ones on the lady.
I
I
know.
got two sitting over there looking at your camper.
I know. I always got to remind myself when I come outside to take a piss. Got to stand
Dude,
on this side of the truck.
I don't give a shit. I don't look at that shit. I don't have the Hubble scope hooked up to my camera.
Oh, you
They're
don't?
not that powerful. God
Oh, we
damn.
were thinking they were super powerful. That way,
Yeah, all right.
uh, you know.
Dude, you gotta.
I thought maybe you wanted to see the
Dude,
color of mosquitoes.
I know when you gotta want to masturbate, you gotta put the fucking pepper on and get it to sneeze so you can catch it with the tweezers.
You ain't telling no fucking lie.
That's what I'm saying. I know
Well,
that.
that's what he's worried about. Getting caught with a grown man holding a little boy's penis.
Yeah.
It's been that way all my life. He ain't telling me nothing new. You gonna hurt my family. Why do you think I'm stuck with my dog now?
But yeah, I think within 2 weeks these are gonna be into that net.
Those ones probably. Because actually, they're growing, I would say, almost a foot a week.
Well,
It's what it feels like, from when I come over to because I don't come over
dude,
that much.
I went
But
to
every
go,
time I come over, it's like a week at a time.
I went to go check another buddy of mine. His place. He put two fucking kennels together. It's got 20 by 20,
Yeah.
right? And he turned around and trying to do my shit. And I went out there. He had 12 plants out there. They're, they're just fucking tall, dude. And they're fucking like 4 leaves on it. They're stretched
Well,
out.
he might be like me, where I don't try to get him, too big before Mother's Day.
He started them indoors and shit, but he don't. He asked me for a. See, this is what I hate about some people. He asked me for my opinion and my ideas on what he suggested what
Yeah.
he should do. Then he don't use any of them. Throws them all away and don't do what it is. He let them grow they let them stay in a fucking goddamn solo cup for 2 fucking months.
That's too much. That's root bound.
Exactly. That's why they look like the way they are. I had mine 2 months.
I would say solo cups are only about a month at a time.
Right. That's why when I brought my shit out here, I put them in the 1 gallon grow bags, and they were at the point at at 2 months old. That was already getting root bound at the
Right.
1 gallon.
Right.
So I mean,
I've seen a lot of solo cup challenges where they've been some fucking nice plants, but what I see and what I have experienced in my life, these type of plants that don't need root bound in any certain way, they're only about a month of solo cup.
right. I agree with you. That's right.
And even at a month, I've always ripped off the bottom part of the soil and kind of spread the roots out when I replanted them.
I moved straight to 1 gallon grow bags. And that gives me about another month in a 1 gallon grow bag. Once I put it in there. Because then they start getting fucking root bound. These were getting root bound when I put them in.
Like me, short and fat. These are my two favorites over the big ones. But this one right here has definitely moved up into my favorite. This one right here.
Yeah.
But Oz likes to get the tall ones. So.
Hey, I like as long as they come out good. I don't give a fuck. But I do like the larger size.
You don't give a fuck, but look how far this netting is way up here.
Only in that section.
Solo cups are leaching microplastic into the soil.
Hmm? What now?
Soil, what she's saying is the solo cups are breaking down when you add the dirt to them, and they're leaching plastic material into the soil.
Maybe, but it ain't gonna be that much. Not enough for me to fucking worry about.
I don't use solo cups really. Well, that's a lie. When I
I've
do a
used
summer
solo.
when I do a summer grow, I do start them in solo cup
I've used.
because you start so many.
Uh, I'm saying I've done solo cups forever. You know, I do when I do cloning. When I was doing cloning there for a while. You
Yeah,
know, with some females and you were going straight from the cloner to solo cups.
right.
And when you buy clones, what do you buy them in? Solo cups. It's standard.
Well, now you buy them in the pods, and they're in a
Some.
special made fucking plastic container. Well, right, some you still get some not, but if you're getting them shipped, usually now they're coming in pods, and
I don't get any clones through the mail like that. I have to go pick them up when I got them.
I believe 100%, Brianna. I mean, everything we use that's man-made is hurting us in some way or another.
Yeah, well,
Just like all the meds. Look, the meds they give me that make me sleep is now making my heart tick all funky.
but I look at it this way, brother. You know, I've been, I got a routine that I use.
Bro,
It seems to work.
your plants, uh, you know, your plants are double the size of anything I would have out at this point.
Uh,
So, I mean, in reality, you're just giving yourself so much more grow time. And I don't know. I mean, I'm smoking a joint right now and I'm getting high. I just like short and fat because I'm short and fat. But no, uh, in reality, you know, all the nutrients have to go through the whole plant. And if it's going through a 15-foot plant, it's not going to go through as fast as it would an 8-foot plant.
that's why when they get ready to start budding, that's when I lollipop all that garbage shit off the bottom.
But there's a lot of good bud at the bottom. That's good
I don't give.
fecal.
I'll get rid of that shit. I don't give a
I
fuck.
know.
I get too much as it is. So what the fuck? I'd
Well,
rather
me
get
too.
stopped.
Me too. But I also look at this as a way to try to help people. And the more that we get, the more the better.
Yeah.
You know, that's FICO. That's good FICO.
To me, that's fucking fodder.
Right. For you. But eventually you can let that grow and I can take it all and I can make FICO for people.
I'll be taking the shit off the
You
bottom.
want this as dead.
I'm good. Yeah. By the time I'm done, probably this much from here down will have nothing to it.
Well, I know. Yeah. You lollipop.
Well, last year was the first time I ever lollipopped, and I did it too soon and I did it too hard because I didn't know what I was doing. So now I got it's a,
I've
you know,
never lollipop, but I've only really paid attention to one grow. So.
well, I did it. I learned my lesson from it. But I'm waiting on it until it starts budding out real good, and then I'll do my lollipopping.
My life's just been in the garden all my life.
Yeah,
You know, I love the setup. I love
I'm gonna
they're
put some
looking
more.
good.
I got all these flower pots. You see how many flower pots I
Yeah.
got? I the big ones. I'm gonna put some around in here. I'm gonna plant lavender in there. I'm gonna plant mint.
It's probably too late to go to the greenhouse and get any marigolds.
I got marigold seeds.
I know, but you're gonna be at the end of
I don't
you're
care.
gonna
They come back.
right. They come back, but I'm just saying. You're right now. If you plant them now, you're gonna be in August before you get the buds where you get the actual protection.
Yeah, but they're on.
But they come back. They come back. Come
Yeah, they'll
back.
come back. But see, the lavender will help keep bugs away. So will the basil, and uh,
Yep, that's all the shit I was working on over there.
that's what I'm
I got
gonna.
a bunch of marigolds, and this year was going to be more of the basil and the lavender and mint. Mint helps too.
Yep. I got some mint and I got some spearmint.
Spearmint. Yep.
Put them in pots inside here.
You know, just like we were looking at today and seeing that bike laid down. I did a lot of work over there last year,
Yeah.
getting out of my depression and getting shit back the way it needed to be. And just to see it all look the way it does now. Ugh, life.
Well, I'll let you go.
Yeah.
Nice seeing you guys.
What are you guys doing in there? What are you guys doing in there? Getting a computer going?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
He's installing Windows 11 on it now. You got that installed now. He's putting all the new drivers and shit back into it.
Yep, you lost me. I know nothing about computers.
I know enough to play World of Warcraft, and that's about it.
I've never really played games on computers. Well, dirt track racing I used to play on a computer a lot.
Yeah,
I actually have it on my phone now.
things changed a lot. You know,
Right.
my last computer, I was still running Windows 7.
Right.
We were just putting 11 in there. So now I'm 7-Eleven. Oh, but I got
7-Eleven. Oh my god. You gonna go?
7-Eleven.
You gonna go get your Slurpee?
I know, but we have something for me to say. Thank you.
You know that's their big thing now, Slurpees. Even
Well,
though you go in there and they're half
always
fucking
been like
melted
that.
anymore.
They've always been about the Slurpee.
Because Speedway is actually a 7-Eleven now.
Oh, yeah, I know.
But you go in there, the Slurpees are fucking melted all the time.
Yeah.
It's like just getting a pop.
Yeah.
You're gonna go outside. How's it go? All right, Donna. Sorry, I haven't been really paying attention to the comments. Oh, we're back down to 5%. We still got 8 beautiful people, but nobody's really chit chatting. I don't see. Does Oz talk to his plants? Yeah, well, yeah, because the one container has his buddy that just passed away's ashes. So I'm sure he talks to that one. He calls it Kevin all the time. I thought I found something cool today, and then to realize it's not that cool. No, I want to order a bigger one. I still don't remember where this came from. But if you're going to get a Canagard mold, don't even, I wouldn't even look at one under like 7 grams. This one's a 2 gram one. I roll bigger joints. And it's a pain in the ass to use because it's so small. She's always close to me. Her ball's in between my legs already. That's we got back here. She's staring at it. I would have to go inside soon. Getting dark. It's 9:30. Why we got 9 people but nobody wants to say a word? You know, conversations with yourself usually happen in the bathroom. Betty, Betty, Betty. Playing bingo blitz. You got a dog on each side of you. Well, hopefully the AC's cracked going on. 'Cause that's a lot of body heat. I'm done playing with your ball. It's dark. See? You lost it. Your blind ass is 5 feet away from it. 6 feet. 7 feet. Mommy's back this way. I definitely didn't kick it that far. Come on. Back this way. See? That's why I didn't want to kick it. Now you lost it. Right there, Mom. Right, 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 right. There you go. I wonder if she really understands right, 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 left, left. Because she always responds. I think she's some kind of human in a dog's body. It's like today. They've never been outside the fenced area really. And I was walking out to the mailbox and I got halfway down the concrete and I told her stay. And she stopped right there, watched me walk to the mailbox, come back. So I told her to come on. She hasn't been trained for that shit. You lost it again. Straight, straight. Right there, left, 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 left. Yeah, you passed it. Back up, mommies. You lost it. Cheers. Straight, straight. No, keep going straight. Couple more steps. You would have been there. No, back over there. Yep, yep. There you go. Now we went down to 6 people. 3 people didn't like me saying talk. About ready to go in? You're responsible for your ball. Fuck! Fuck a duck. Fuck what? Why are we fucking? Does your husband know? A duck. Fuck a duck. Oh, yeah. Great. I don't know if I want to protect. No. You get your ball. Ooh. Go get your ball. Go Go get your ball. Where's your ball? I need something on. Sugar bum bum. Seriously. Get your ball. I didn't mean to stop you. Go get your ball. Go get your ball. No, go get your ball. Beautiful people. You found your ball. Glad to see you went and got it, finally. Brianna's the only one here. Everyone ran away. Boo! Watch out! Boo, boo, boo. What's up, everybody? Everybody ready for bed? Tomorrow's Friday. Anybody doing cool? Anything cool? Never mind. I really don't want to. Yep. 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 Yep.